Hey there, everybody. I am making a video right now, and the reason I'm making this video is simply put, making a bunch of characters, um, just kind of for the heck of it. Like right now, I'm making this character, which is basically a 5x mage. So, magery, meditation, evaluating intelligence, resisting spells, and wrestling, which is considered 5x mage. Plus animal taming and animal lore as kind of an alternative PvP character, just in case my Alki Tamer, so 4x mage, so eval, mage, med, resist, plus alchemy, and then animal lore and animal taming, just in case that template doesn't really work out the way I think it does. I haven't really been able to find too much action recently, and I'm excited to test it out soon, but also I haven't been playing very much the past few days. But anyway, sorry I'm being long-winded. I just started making this character, and I figured I might as well kind of like record how I'm doing it. So I got animal lore, eval, and meditation GM first, and now I'm working on wrestling. And I actually wrote a very basic, easy script to do it that you can follow along here as I read. While the players get real skill value, meditation is less than 100. You can read this pretty easily, but you can record this too really simply. It's just equipping your magical wizard's hat, waiting a second, using meditation, waiting 9 seconds. Very simple, waiting 9 seconds, and then moving that item into your backpack, and then waiting a second, and looping that until I hit GM meditation. While my eval less than 100, use the skill, wait for target a character. I just use this dummy to do it. To do eval int. Animal lore. I did animal lore on the Drakeling that you start with as a tamer. So yeah, while animal lore is less than 100, use animal lore and target your tame. You can pause this and read through it all you want. But anyway, after I got done doing all those three things, animal lore, meditation, eval, I was standing right next to a training dummy. So the last thing I do is, after all these are done, player.attack and that training dummy, attack the training dummy to get my wrestling to GM. In a minute, I'm going to record how I train taming, and it's completely AFK. It's super easy. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back everybody, and I'm still demonstrating like how I make a tamer, or how I work on a tamer here, and this is kind of the juiciest part, which is training said tamer AFK. And actually there might be an issue with training it here, but how do I train taming AFK? Well, I probably want to turn off auto loop while I'm training. So yeah, I want to turn off auto loop while I'm training. Hold on. Because I don't really want to AFK farm while I'm training taming. I think that's against the rules. But, so, how do I train taming while AFK? So, I have this script here that I call Connor Skill Taming in Zoo. And it's, again, very simple. I don't really write super crazy, intense scripts yet. Well, sometimes I do, but not all the time. So basically, this is what I do. I find my bandages in my backpack. Alright, that's the first thing, and I assign it to the value bandage. And while animal taming is less than 120, I run through a loop where I do an if statement that says if get target from list enemy, which enemy is a target in my setup here under targeting, right? Enemy is here, and you can pause it and create an enemy list just like so here. But this basically will get me targeting a human or not a human that's red, gray, blue, or red, gray, or orange. So basically indicating that they are an enemy. right? And primarily I'm just focused on killing creatures with that target. So I try to find if the target from get if I run this, right, this method, get target from list, that's in target, and I try to get an enemy and it is not none, meaning that there is something that exists that fits that target, then I say, chat say on the players, and my character says, "All guard me," and then target, set target from list enemy. So I'm setting a target enemy from list, and then I'm attacking it to sick my pet onto it. Then I'm waiting 20 seconds, and after 20 seconds, I tell my pet to come back to me, follow me, right? Oh, and I just gained some taming there. All follow me, right? Come back to me. Because my big thing is, when I sick my pets on an animal, I don't want my pets to like run off screen away from me, right? I want my pet to stay near me so that I can continuously sick it on something different, right? And continuously kill animals near me. I don't want my pet to run off and disappear, and then, for hours I'm not training taming, you know what I mean? So anyway, I say, "All follow me," then I bandage my pet. Right now on this character I have 0 healing, or 0 veterinary, I'm sorry, not healing, 0 veterinary. So this bandaging really doesn't help, and actually I heal 2 pets in case I have 2. But just set one of them to whatever pet you're training on, or if you have 2 pets, set them to the targets to whichever your 2 pets are that you're training. And basically I'm just throwing a bandage into them just to, in case that they lose a lot of health or something like that, but they usually don't. This is mainly just precautionary. This section here is precautionary, it's not really necessary. But anyway, I just loop through this over and over and over again, because when your pet, and pause this if you need to copy this, when your pet's killing animals, or while your pet's killing animals, you have a chance to gain taming. So I've already gained 0.2 taming from my pet, a drakeling, which you get when you start a tamer on the shard, on Unchained. Kills animals, or creatures, right? You have a chance of gaining skill. I've GM'd twice off of doing this. So anyway, I just park my character here, kill the mobs. You could auto loot, but I don't, because I feel like that's against the rules, and the server's easy enough. I don't really need to cheat. There's no need, and the money could be good, but I don't really necessarily need it, so I don't want to do that. And I wouldn't recommend you do it either. Anyway, this has kind of been long-winded, but that's my explanation for how I train taming. So go out and make yourself a tamer. This will be a fun character. Oh, and then majoring and resist, I'll follow up. Follow up on this about. But yeah, make a tamer PvPer if you want, as one of your character slots for funsies. All right, that's it. I'll be back for a majoring and resist. See ya. Quick tip. Once you get to like 90 animal taming, I personally like to switch from the drakeling to 2 maxed out spiders to finish out my training. But even right now, dang, these 2 spiders are kind of getting the crap kicked out of them by a paragon giant serpent. But hopefully they'll end up winning. Yeah, now it's 1v2 now. Okay, so now they should win. But anyway, they'll kill stuff faster, and you should gain taming faster, because your spiders are better than the drakeling. If they're maxed out, mostly 7x whatever, then you should win pretty handedly, or you should be able to kill everything pretty handedly. So anyway, that's just a quick tip. See you back when we're working on majory. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm at the house, and it probably only took like a day and a half or less of taming at the zoo, like I showed you, to get the GM taming. Now I'm at the house. The only skills I got at GM left are majory and resisting spells. So I'm going to do that. I have a majory script that I can post a lot of commented out stuff because it's not really necessary on this server. Rigs are so easy to carry and you're safe in your house, so you don't really need to restock for safety or anything like that. And there's a section here I commented out where if you wanted to train healing, you would uncomment this out and use this part of the script here, heal and meditate, to heal yourself. But you, on this character, I'm not training healing, so it's not really necessary. But anyway, the gist is from about 60 to 80, you want to cast Energy Bolt. And from about 80 to GM, you want to cast Flame Strike on yourself. If you're trying to gain resist at the same time, which I am. So, I'm standing here, I got Mr. Smexy Man, my Alki Dexter, that's not technically finished yet. He's going to be healing me while I'm training. And we're going to get started. Oh, I didn't start it, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong character. Here we go. Oh, I don't know that spell. I need a spell book. Whoopsie. Blooper. Is there an extra spell book in here? No, there's not. Alright, I need to make another couple spell books or something. I'll be back. Alright, gang. Now, I got full spell books. They're in this chest. Right here, I put a bunch of them. Made a bunch on my scribe. And now that I have a spell book, that script I showed you will now work. So, yeah, now I'm casting E-Bolt on myself until I get up to 80 Magery, and then it's going to switch to Flame Strike. And the script that I showed you that I can share, if you're watching this and you want that script, I'll send it to you. Yeah, I'll get you up to 80 Magery, doing E-Bolts, and then it won't stop casting Flame Strike until your GM resisting spells, and that shouldn't take very long at all. So, alright, and I'll come back at you when we're 7x. Alright, and after a short period of time of macroing, you're finished, and you got a 5x mage with animal taming and animal lore. Now I'll say that all of the principles that I taught, the main, like most important thing I taught was the AFK taming strategy for the server. You can apply these principles to any build. So whatever type of tamer you want to build, like pineapple juice here. This is my PVM tamer. With herding and veterinary rather than eval and resisting spells. This is a great PVM build, and you basically follow the same general principles as I showed you with Omniel, and you'll have, or Archangel Omniel, and you'll have Tamer with whatever other skills you want. So, use this as you will. Thanks for watching. Next build I'm gonna kind of show how to set up is a Alki Sun Mage. So, catch you later.